Oh boy, Indiana, my first trail race. Let's get to it. Good morning, everyone. I'm back out at Shelby Farms. Welcome to the Cash Corner. Welcome back to the Cash Corner. If this is your first time, welcome. The reason I created this channel is to document all of the half marathons that I've completed in each state. We started with Alabama, and today we're all the way up to Indiana. So let's talk about it. Eagle Creek Trail Race, August the 1st, 2015. Let's get to it. As I was saying in my intro, this was my first and thus far my only trail race. It took place in Indianapolis, Indiana on August the 1st. I drove from Memphis to Indianapolis. I think it took me around 9 hours, something like that. It wasn't a bad drive at all. And I did this in conjunction with Illinois. So if you go back and look at my video from last week about Illinois, you'll see what happened there in Chicago. So this was the first part of my back-to-back weekend. Back-to-back means you do one on Saturday and do one the following day, which is Sunday. So I got there to Indianapolis a fairly reasonable time. This was about 5 years ago, so I'm trying to remember exactly what all I did when I got there. I know I checked into the hotel. It was a fairly nice hotel. I want to say Staybridge, maybe. I got settled. And then I went to the mall. Actually, packet pickup was at the mall. I remember now. Packet pickup for this trail race was at the mall. It was in a Bass Pro place inside the mall. And I remember seeing a theater. So I had time. So I went to the movies. I can't remember what I saw. So I went to the movies. And that was about it. Got something to eat after I picked up my t-shirt. And that was about it for the day, I think. Not too much. I didn't do too much because I knew I had a trail race to do the next day. So I turned in early, made sure I had something good to eat, and then I turned in. It is so peaceful out here today at Shelby Farms. Maybe because it's a weekday, it's Wednesday, and there's really nobody out. Maybe they're all at work. I took the day off because I've got to work 8 days straight. So I figured I'd get this video in today because I may not have time this coming weekend. So as I was saying, back to the Eagle Creek Trail Race. I remember now, packet pickup was at the North Face. I believe it's a running store. Because I looked at my shirt. It says presented by North Face. I believe that's a running store. All right, so back to the morning of the trail race. Now, I took 2 pairs of shoes. Different because when you run the trails, it's different than running on the asphalt. On the asphalt. So I took quote unquote trail shoes. I knew I was in trouble when the first obstacle came. I've got pictures. This is why it took me 4 hours to do this race. I just had to take pictures. It was crazy, y'all, crazy. The first obstacle, there was this big ass tree across the trail. So I was like, should I go over it or should I go under it? I think I went under it. I can't remember. It was insane. This race had the quarter, the half, and the full. There were some crazy folks out there doing a marathon, which means you go through this trail twice. You go through this trail course twice. Don't get me wrong, it was fun as hell. But by mile, oh my gosh, I at least want to say 9 after I had been over the hill and through the dale and through a creek. My shoes were wet, my socks were wet. I was ready for the thing to be over with, y'all. This is why it took me 4 hours. I think at some point I was walking faster than I was quote unquote running. Got lost. Lord help me. Finally, it ended. Mercifully. And I was so proud of myself because that was my first trail race. And the middle is just awesome. The middle is beautiful. Would I do another trail race? Possibly, because there is one here in Memphis. It's called Stanky Creek. But it is, I don't think it would be like the one I did in Indianapolis. I don't think it would be like Eagle Creek. This race has so many obstacles, I think I lost count. Overall, I give this race a 4 out of 5, honestly. Even though it took me forever to finish and the obstacles were challenging, like going over a tree or under it, running through a creek of ankle-high water. It was just, that's just 2 out of the ones that I can remember. I'm sure there were a few more. I'll post a video of people that have done this race as well. I'll put a tag in here on my video because some people may have, they had different experiences than I did. I will say, not too many black people do trail races. I can count on one hand how many black people, well, this one in particular, it's just my personal experience, that do trail races. And I don't know why, because some of them, they look interesting and they may not be as challenging as the one I did. You just pick and choose what trail race you want to do. Trail race means you're just running through the woods. Now this one wasn't entirely in the woods. It did have some paved portions, not quite like this. Like when you're in the park and you're trying to get to the campsite, something like that. It wasn't hilly that I remember. It was fairly flat, just a lot of dirt and rocks. That's what I'm saying. You got to have trail shoes when you run a trail race. So that's a little tidbit from Kashmir if you are interested in running a trail run. Just to put a bow on Eagle Creek trail race that I did August the 1st of 2015. I finished, took my pictures. Of course, you accomplished something great. You finished the trail run, so you got your medal, yay. Get back to the car, I left my car door open, wide open. I don't know if I was just in a hurry. I don't know what the deal was. The car driver's side was wide open. Mind you, I can't remember how I left it open, why I left it open. Like I said, I may have been just in a hurry. So I do an inventory of everything, and all my belongings are there. All my belongings are there. And we're inside Eagle Creek Park. I was just very impressed, surprised, happy, of course. And I mean, they couldn't have taken off on my car, but I guess if you want to jump start it, you could, but, or, because I had the key on me. I had put the key in my fuel bag, in my fuel pack that I carry with me all the time. But that was interesting. So I finished in about 4 hours, 3 in some very, very high change. And I made my way to Chicago. Very interesting drive. And if you want to find out all about my adventures in Chicago, please check out the Illinois video that I did last week. Alright, y'all, that's basically it for the Eagle Creek trail race that I did August the 1st of 2015 in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you want to know more, please leave me a question down in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer it if I can remember everything. As always, I appreciate you for watching my videos. If you find this video or any other of my videos informative or helpful, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button, and just leave a comment or something. Say hello, Kashmir, and I'll make sure I respond to you quickly. Once again, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.